Hello everyone, VegasVic1965. This week's video, we're looking at a new iron farm design, the zombie holding area. Since 1.14, they introduced beds instead of doors to have our iron golem spawn. And since 1.14.3, they added in the zombie scare tactics to increase our iron farms even more. And at every release that Mojang has put out since, there's always been some sort of tweak with the mechanics, and we've had to put our thinking caps back on to come up with new, ingenuitive ways in getting our iron farms to work and produce tons of iron. Well, I've got a zombie holding area that will work with practically every single iron farm from versions 1.14.3 until the foreseeable future. Well, at least until zombies stop attacking villagers. But don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Without further ado, let's find out. Welcome back everyone, VegasVic1965. Now I'm going to go over a couple of designs to show you how versatile the new design that I have is with the zombie holding area. This is a farm, a iron farm, very small footprint iron farm done by Frilioth. I'll put a link in for his channel in the description below. The villagers are basically on like a 2x3 area where the beds are at. He has it to where the zombie is there. My new design, you could actually put the zombie holding area here, pop out these 3 blocks, and you'll have exactly the iron farm you need if you wanted a small footprint. Another one, I'll put a link for this one as well. It's for Rabid Rabbit's designs. This is a quad iron farm, produces quite a bit of iron. This is an older version, no longer works very well. This version, I can't remember exactly what it was, maybe a couple of versions ago, where the zombie would sit on the soul sand, you press the button on the dispenser, the water we dispense in the zombie will bob up and down, scaring the villagers, producing a ton of iron. Again, the new design I have for the zombie holding area will work just fine for this one as well, as will it work for so many other different types of iron farms. And like I said in the description and also in the thumbnail, there's no redstone involved. This is more like a hamster wheel. The zombie keeps going up and down, provides the perfect amount of time for the villagers to get the rest they need, and still stays within the mechanics of the game to produce tons and tons of iron. So anyway, this is an area I'm going to show you how to get the zombie in, but first, let me show you how to build this. Before we get to building this, I want to mention something really important, because some people play on servers where the entity activation range has been reduced. I'm going to list that up there for you there. And if you've ever wondered why playing on a server that you got to be so close to your iron farm, this is probably the case where the server has actually reduced the entity activation range, and you got to be really close to it in order for you to get any iron. Well, sometimes what happens is when you happen to go too far away, especially with some redstone devices, that the redstone devices all of a sudden stop working, you have to recorrect it. This zombie design for the holding area for the zombie, like I said, I like to call the hamster wheel, auto corrects itself. If you happen to be gone a long time or very far away and you come back and you see your zombie standing on the stair, within moments he'll go right back to work and get your iron farm up and running again, just in case you run into something like that where a server has reduced the entity activation range. Now, the zombie holding area is designed for any farm from 1.14.3, as I have already mentioned a number of times. So if you built an iron farm and for some reason the mechanics have changed and you've spent all that time and effort building it and it's not working, you can attach this version, this zombie holding area, to that iron farm, and it'll work like a charm. So don't worry about rebuilding another iron farm if you grab the wrong version. This will take care of that problem. Other than that, if you're looking for an iron farm, the full complete iron farm, I've got a number on my channel. I've also got links for 2 other iron farm builders in the description below. That's Frilioth and also Rabid Rabbit. But this one, we're going to go over and show you how to build this. It's 11 blocks long, 4 blocks wide, 8 blocks tall. We'll start off by showing you the items that you're going to need. You'll see on the screen here in a moment. Now, you don't have to use those particular blocks. You can choose any block that you like, either stone, or you can use planks. It is up to you. Same thing with the slabs and the stairs. Very common materials that you're going to find everywhere, nothing difficult to get a hold of. So let's take a look at the first layer. I figured this might be an easier way, is if you can actually see each layer by layer, it'll help you build this zombie holding area a lot easier. Now you can see we've got a row of glass blocks here that's 11 long. I extended it back by a couple on each side. Then we have 3 planks. In this case, I'm using planks. You can use stone or whatever you want to use. I've got 3 there, 3 in the middle, and 3 on the side. I've also brought down one plank here, 1 plank here, and a stair on each end. I've put carpet down here so we don't get any iron golems spawning inside there. And at the same thing, I've put glass blocks here that they can fall down to, because the distance they're going to fall, if you don't have something there, then they are going to take some damage. So I'm using glass blocks. You can use a regular block if you like, and put carpet on it if you want. Again, both sides are going to be identical. Let's move to layer number 2. I've extended the planks, in this case, or stones, whatever you're using, up by 3. I've added a couple of half slabs here. I've got a stair and another plank. As I mentioned, it's the same on both sides. And I've extended the glass blocks up, added 1 to the back over here. Now, one thing for certain you want to mention, I'll probably mention a little later, is when you're bringing your zombie in, make sure you use a name tag. You never know when the mechanics are going to change, and depending on the server you're playing on, just giving him some rotten flesh or a sword or something may not work to keep your zombie around. He may despawn on you. But using a name tag, you're guaranteed that zombie is not going to despawn. Let's move over to layer number 3. In level 3, we've extended the planks. As you can see, we've added another plank on each end. So we've got 5 planks in the back. We've extended the glass around where that 1 was. We've added 2 more here and here. As again, same on both sides. Now from where we added our half slabs and our stair and our plank, we've added 1 stair. Let's go take a look at level number 4. Level number 4 is we're going to add in our trapdoors. Again, we've extended our glass box up. Now right here, I left myself a stair. That's because when I build it in survival, it's just a lot easier. You'll see what I mean when we get to the next level up, where it's a lot easier when you're in survival to build it by just building a staircase. But you don't have to. If you don't want that block there, the zombie's not going to get out. I just added it to make it a staircase for me to work and make it a lot easier in survival. I'm going to remove this for a moment and show you exactly where your trapdoor is going to go. We've got half slabs in the back there. Now you want to make sure that half slab's at the bottom, the trapdoor is at the bottom of the half slab so it flips up. If you put it here, it's going to flip down. That's not what you want. You want to make sure that you put it here so it'll flip up. So you want to make sure it's on the bottom of that half slab. Now we'll go take a look at layer number 5. Layer number 5, here's that little step we were talking about where I brought it up. We're going to extend our glass box around again. And now from where our half slabs and the trapdoors in the back, we've got our 2 planks over here, or stone, whatever you're using. But this distance here, when they walk up and they fall, they're just falling 2 blocks into this glass down there. They're not going to take any damage. You go right back around either side and keep on going on the hamster wheel. Let's take a look. Level number 6, we basically went from where I initially showed you there's 3 glass blocks, and we started building a staircase up of glass. Again, you don't have to have it, just makes it a lot easier in survival. But I've extended that glass blocks up, and now we're going to start building ourselves a kind of a roof so nothing gets in or out from there. And this is the beginning of where our villager pod is going to be, which will be coming out the back. And pretty much there's so many other designs out there that are using villager pods with a zombie there to scare them, that this will just fit in perfectly. So I've got back to the 5 planks here, stone if you're using that. Same on this side with the glass blocks. We didn't come up on the end, there's no need to. Then we'll go over and take a look at number 7, layer number 7. We've basically added in our half slabs. I'm using different colors, as you can see, just to make it a lot easier for you to see block placement. So we've got half slabs on the top to make sure our zombie doesn't burn up. If it's a husk, no big deal. But you may be using a regular zombie, and the last thing you want to do is have him burn up in the sun, because the glass blocks are not going to save him. Added 3 more glass blocks to the top here, and of course this is probably going to be where the end of the beginning of our slide for the golems are going to be, where the water chutes are going to be. So again, you've got the half slabs here. It's going to come across with our water chute. And finally, you have number 8, where we've put our half slabs on top. And of course, like I said, the water chutes will continue on. As you can see, the water chute will probably start about right into here for the quad. Okay, so now you know how to build the zombie holding area. You're saying, Vegas Vic, how do I attach it to an existing one? Real simple. Take the example, we have a 5x5 right here. We have an opening. What we want to do is replace these blocks right here with slabs. So we'll take that out, put a slab in. Now our trapdoors are going to go right here where the slabs are at the bottom of that slab, to make sure that you do flip up. Then your stair is going to go to the left and to the right, just like this, and you can build out the rest of it just like you see that I showed you a little earlier. It is that simple to change an existing iron farm with a space that has a zombie going around to the current zombie so-called hamster wheel. Okay, before we bring that zombie in, there's one more thing that you must make sure you do, and that's to spawn-proof the area where the villagers are being kept. So from the cubicle, or wherever the villagers are at, you want to make sure you go out 8 blocks in all directions to make sure it's spawn-proof. There are a number of things that you can use to spawn-proof it. Carpet just happens to be one of them. You can use buttons, you can use trapdoors, half slabs, or even leaf blocks, which I've used in the past. So now that we've got that spawn proofed, let's take a look. I'm going to put myself in survival and we'll show you how to bring that zombie in. It's really, really simple. Okay, what I've done back here temporarily is put a stair so he can get in there. Now, if you happen to have made this this holding area for the villagers even higher, like I've done over there, just as an example, you may have to add more blocks to the front. Just make sure that you do spawn proof those blocks as well so you can get up in there. And in the back, you may have to add more than just one stair if you've made it a little bit higher. But just get ready to spawn proof it once you remove that stair. Let's go ahead and bring our zombie in. See if he follows me. Here he comes. There we go. Now he cannot get through there because of the carpet. So what we're going to do is take our glass box and block him in the back, just like that. Now he's stuck in there. And he's going to be fixated on me, so you don't have to worry about any zombie or any golems spawning right away. Once we close all this off, he will then lose interest in me, and he'll start going after the villagers. And at that point, you can go ahead and remove your stair or stairs and place your carpet back down or whatever block you used to spawn proof it. Now that he's in there, I'm going to hop out of survival so we can see this a lot easier. Eventually, in a few moments, he's going to start doing his little route once he fixates on the villagers, and he'll go up and down and around, just like you'll see these guys over here. And here's that example of where I happened to have built this a little higher than I thought. No big deal. Just built myself a staircase. In the back, when I was bringing them in, I just built a higher staircase and just spawn-proofed it when I was done once I got the zombie in there. Quite a lot of action going on over there. Okay, now it looks like the zombie has decided to correct itself, and he's starting to do his work. And eventually they'll have built up enough gossip, and the iron golems will start appearing at the top. Just like that, a little faster than I thought. And that's how the hamster wheel works. And it will not break from 1.144.3 all the way to the future, or until the zombies stop attacking the villagers. Now, as I mentioned, this zombie holding area will work from versions 1.14.3 all the way to the foreseeable future, or like I said, until zombies stop attacking the villagers. And you never have to worry about redstone. Never have to worry about what design you want. Just place that zombie holding area or the hamster wheel onto your zombie or your iron farm, and you'll be all set. And if, for example, you happen to be on a server where they limit the entity range, don't worry, this zombie holding area, they will correct themselves and you'll be back in iron. You don't have to fix any redstone. If it moves on to another version, and you can just easily move that into the new version without any problems at all. This will continue to run for as far as I can see. I can't see how the mechanics of this would change, because that was brought into us originally in 1.1 14.3. So if you like this video, click the like button. If you want to subscribe for past or future videos, click that subscribe button. It really helps me and lets me know I provide great quality content for you guys each and every week. Again, there are tons and tons of iron farms out there. You may have already built one that doesn't happen to be working. Attach this to it and you'll be all set. No worries at all. Or take a look at my channel or the 2 channels that I'm going to recommend in the description to find yourself your very own iron farm of the size that you would like. Again, we'll see you next week on next week's video, and thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.